So hello and welcome to Apple Mixologist. Today I'm gonna give you an update on this Holley Carb that I'm building out of basically literally a box of bits that came round. And one of the bits that we've done, you've seen in the previous video, that we machined the base plate so that it has a smooth transition between the body and the base plate, both in the primary and the secondary. So all that is done. Now the shaft has been set in place and just mounted on the body. So this is kind of ready to go. So that's one. The other thing, remember from the autopsy that the float was completely broken, so I put a new float in here, set the level right. So, and the reason why I'm not going kind of full steam ahead on this project still is because I'm waiting on parts from Holley. So I've ordered a brand new metering block for here, and the reasons for that will become clear once I do the next video. But basically, when you're modifying the carb in the way that I'm doing at the moment, you need to make sure that you can adjust the fuel both in the primaries and the secondaries. So I'll explain a bit more of that when I get the parts and when I start building it. But one of the things that is interesting about this particular carb that I've got is that it came in bits in a box. And whenever you do that, you have to be a bit careful. Why? Because you shouldn't assume that the carb is complete. And obviously this isn't a problem if you're somebody like me that has a hoarding, or as I rather call, finely curated collection of Holley spare parts. But if you haven't got them, you might find yourself that you've bought something and you're not going to be able to complete the build because you haven't got the necessary parts. So what I'm going to try and do now is try and identify whether, if any, I've got parts missing. And I've got like this box and this to try and sort out some of the parts. So let's see. So this is the spring for the primary float, so it goes there. This is the spring for the vacuum secondary. Crikey, this is very heavy. I'm going to be changing this because if not, the vacuum secondary is not going to actuate very well. Again, another benefit of having lots of parts. So let's have a look here. So I've got, this is the banjo fitting that belongs to the primary, so it goes there. This is a long bolt screw, this is part of the choke. This is, okay, so I've got the two idle mixture screws, that's good. This go here. Yep, check valve for the accelerator pump is very important, some people forget it. This belonged to Weber Holley Carburettor, so out. Okay, so this is probably from here, yes. So this belongs there. This one presumably as well. This one belongs here. And this one, they belong here in the housing. And I need 4 of these. I only found 3 so far, so I can see that I've got 4 screws for the pump housing, which is nice. So there we go, 4 of them. Yes, so that's good. This belongs in there. This one is this from a throttle plate. This is 69. Okay, interesting. I might have to use that actually. This is a random screw, nothing to do. These are bushings and some random other stuff. Okay, so far so good. Now let me check in here. So this is the choke flap, goes there. This is the pump arm, so put it there. The squirter, this belongs to the choke there. So 1, 2 long screws, 3, you see? Oh no, 4. Okay, so I've got the 4 long screws that I need. I don't need the back ones, which are the slightly smaller ones, because they come. I'm getting new long ones from that kit that I purchased straight from Holley. This is the pump, the accelerator pump housing. This is the choke shaft, so groovy. These are surplus to requirements now. This were the needle and seat assemblies. I've got new ones in there, so that's not a problem. This is the squirter for there. This is the choke actuator, choke arm. So let's have a look. I've got this one that goes there. Fine. This one probably goes here. Yes. And I've got one of these that goes here. That one. Okay, so these are all base plate screws, which are good to have. I don't need them obviously because I've already done the base plate. I've got lots of spares, so that's gonna go in my spares bin. Okay, this is what I wanted. The 4th one of these, so I can put the housing there. 1, 2, I'm missing 1, 2, 3. Good, so this is complete, and this one goes here. Excellent, so I'm actually not too bad. So this one and this one go there. So actually, that's actually not too bad. So okay, so apart from the jet, the 69 jet, I think I've pretty much got everything I need to continue with the build, which I have to say I'm quite fortunate. Not that it would have been a problem if any of this stuff wouldn't have been here, because I've got spares, so it's no big deal. But still, it's good to get a box of stuff that's actually complete, and I've got all the parts that I need to build this car.